Guys, 3 Samurais here, and today we'll be playing the horror mod, the horror island to be exact. I made the whole map. I made some of it. I've changed it up a bit. I'm also playing it with my girlfriend. Sadly, the 3 amigos can't play yet. Also, we got the first chest and base of stuff and Mark. The story right there. I'll let y'all read it because my reading will be garbage and slow, not fast enough. But first thing is, we went to the village. We looked around the village, and we found all these creepy ass stuff. And she said it looked like that one SpongeBob meme. And as we're going upstairs, because there's a bunch of mod packs in here, and you'll see what's gonna happen because of all these mod packs. We see a bunch of stuff. There's loot in there, wooden school, cooked chicken, and cooked goat stew and stuff. We're basically just trying to survive for 100 days, and we have so far have survived. Well, we haven't survived, but. And then this monster came in out of nowhere, which kind of scared us because it was random, because we didn't know where he spawned in from, and none of our tools were damaging him enough. They were all doing damage, and she got really close to him, and I just kept trying to hit him too, but she was in the way. So look, as I tried to hit him, like no damage. 1-1, and I did nothing. And like I'm getting this random achievement, he just leaped like a frog, which is really weird. But as I was slowly doing damage to him, he was hitting us for a lot of damage. But we were able to find out that he was used to like some weapons, and as the daytime was still continuing, we were still looking around, looking on the loot, because there was loot inside these villages. And we can't forget any of them. I destroyed the bed to keep it, and they got all these stone swords, the spectral arrow, and some shields, and some armor, and some arrow of that. But the most important part was the shields, and they took some torches, which was really nice because, again, you'll see why it's getting really dark. And then after that, I looked everything else, looked for armor, took everything, potatoes, anything that I could find that could be useful for us. I took most of the food because I already knew that the food problem was going to be very fast, because there's hardly any food anywhere since it's cold and it's horror mod, so we had to stock up on food. Anytime I saw any food, I just took it. And as I'm trying to kill the spider, like these spiders had like weird mods, so like it was able to like climb the walls weird. And for some odd reason, I was like rubber banding a bit, and I don't know why, but I don't know why my movement is still having an issue with my movement. And then right here was when I figured out why, because I changed my settings for everything, but it looked like I had auto jump on and had all my mouse links on, which was really annoying. So I was able to get it, and I just closed it all up and just redid everything because it was nighttime already, and I didn't want to die outside because we didn't have a house nor good enough gear to like stand outside long enough for. Also, there's a mod pack of grews in here. If you know what grew is, it's basically where if you're too dark in a location, a monster will spawn in and it will eat you. So we decided not to do that, and we decided to just camp out here since there's enough beds and it looks safe enough. But I first wanted to see all the windows because the windows were covered by banners, and then it got too dark, and as I'm trying to get a torch to light it up because I couldn't see anything, look at that pitch darkness that was there. It was crazy how dark it was, and a couple of zombies just started piling in, and then we started piling in, and we slowly started taking care of them because they were overwhelming us by a lot. So we just kept doing this whole technique, and we just kept killing them through this hole because we had to like kill them, like come outside somewhere, and they weren't burning fast enough. So we had to just slowly kill them. And I was doing that one effect that Java has, that one slash, so it can hit everything, which is really good because I can kill them faster than I would have done in Bedrock. And this just took me a long time because the mobs that were just outside piling in because there were so many mobs outside. And then my girlfriend opened up the door by accident and ended up getting me almost killed. So I basically was just using my shield, and then I ran out as fast as I can, and I'm pretty sure she ended up dying. because she opened the door and I'm like, dude, what the heck? And it went up to a factory, and I was able to get held up in there and killed all of them or most of them, and they were just spawning in still because there were so many of them that weren't burning for some reason. But nonetheless, we still try to hold out so we could kill them, and it was working because they're slowly dying, and they're gonna spawn back in. They should have spawned back in, but most of the daytime was just us trying to get out the house because there were just so many of them that we weren't able to fight back. We could see them holding random stuff that they picked up, like fucking snails, golden crates, and I just kept trying to kill them all. But there were so many of them that no matter how much I killed, they just kept they kept coming and coming. And I kind of thought there was a spawner nearby, but I didn't remember. And we didn't vote because we thought hey, there's no spawners, there's no way this many zombies just spawned. But there were so many for no reason. And we ended up killing them all slowly but surely. And then I started testing out weapons to see if they did more damage or did less damage. But they're basically the same, so I decided to stick to my stone sword because of the slash ability, and it really was useful. Then as we kept fighting, I kept fighting my way out because there's so many of them, and they're just grabbing random things they could find. And I was scared that they would be able to break in because some mod packs have zombies able to break certain material. And they could break anything. The last day of us could break anything. They could break stone, metal. As long as they had enough time breaking it, they could have broken it. But luckily, they did break it, so we were fine. But I was really scared because they just slowly started ending, and that was that. And my girlfriend ended up dying, and the zombie of her actually came to life. And just tried attacking her, but the zombie was smart. And running away, and it just kept running and running away. Look, it just run away. Look, I can hear it. Runs. I'm like, what? And this lance has more reach, but it just kept running away. I ain't gonna fight it. I let them fight it out because owner's owner. I actually went up close enough to kill it, and then it was just not like that. She got her stuff back because we were the graveyard mod, so if you die, you get your stuff back no matter what. And I started just opening everything we got. They tested, it's nothing really valuable, but I did get some good stuff from these crates because these loot bags have some good stuff. That one had regeneration or something, and I didn't look at it, sadly enough, because I was too much into my armor. I didn't read it. But then I got some weapons out of it, where some of them were really, really bad. Some of them were a 2, or did 12 damage, or they wouldn't do how much damage they would say, And this zombie came out of nowhere, and they kept doing 1 damage. I'm like, what? And I don't know, it just kept doing the damage. It wasn't matching what it would say. It would say it was doing 1 damage, but it was doing 2. All around, I was just confused because it wasn't making sense why it was doing anything. But he picked some seeds, which was really weird because I don't know where he even got pumpkin seeds from. But let's go and kill him. Gave her some armor that I got from the bags because I need all of it. So I wish I got armor if I didn't need, or give her weapons. Because some of these weapons did do the damage they said, but some of them didn't. The axe didn't do the damage it said. But the problem is that armor doesn't give you extra armor. Sometimes it can give you a boost, but it won't give you an armor piece. It won't protect you, which is really, really bad because what if you need protection? I went upstairs to this one, bunch of cop bumps, and the first thing I did was get all the wheat. I fast forwarded this as much as I can because I basically just got wheat because I already knew we needed food, and because there wasn't gonna be a lot of food to contain us. And bread, well, bread is a good resource of food because it gives a short amount of food. and there's so much of it. And I ended up just going in, looking through anything else valuable. Nothing was. But I saw the hay barrel and mysterious stew I didn't take. And then I saw this one over my spray can, the crystal one. I don't know what that was, but I took it. F-Ender again, took another one, and the mining of that one, horse of mining. And I ended up using the shield, and actually using it because she had a zombie in. And the shield actually ended up making my game crash. And so I had to remove all the shields. Well, the first thing I did was make more bread because I knew that we needed food. So, since I knew that I had to share my food with her because I can't just let her die, so I had to just give all the bread I had, making it for her. Because I'm nice. I just kept making everything for her. So, made all the bread that I could, and then I split it up afterwards because I wanted to be fair. I did eat some first, and then it let her spawn back in after a minute after I was done making all the bread for her because I didn't want her to be like, oh, I'm about to die and I have no food, and just blame it on me that I'm not sharing with her. So I just ended up making it all for her. All the bread right there, all the extra ones, all for her. I'd give her more, but then she came back, gave her a backpack and creative, and then I went to go look for a shield because technically since we lost our shield, I just put it back a new shield because we didn't have any more, so might as well get us this new shield since we already originally had shield, but they got removed because, well, mod pack didn't go correlate with the rest of them and it just kept breaking. So I ended up trying this thing out and it did like 11 damage, but I was surprised it did. So I just went ahead to the place, went everywhere, went across the bridge because after the woods there's a bridge, I believe, and we just went across and through this bridge because we saw that long bridge right there. But we actually didn't see this village right here until we got closer, which wasn't bad. The forest kind of like protected / hid the village, so I think that's why there's so many villagers or something, because there's a bunch of gates, and well, as y'all can see, there's some like iron golems, but the thing still hit me, so it's still a bummer. And then I waited for her to come out the woods because, you know, I can't leave her behind. Because if I let her behind, she would have died. She's bad. But she has bad words, but she's bad at this game. Like, I'm better than her and like bad thing, and like she's taking damage. So I ended up closing it, making sure nothing could follow us behind us, and we'd be like close off. We went to go to this place. I found some good stuff. Found a carrot and left the hoe behind because why would I want to sell hoe, you know? So I just left everything, went downstairs, explored more, and before we were exploring, we checked out chicken pen, which somehow the chickens were gone, but we found an ender pearl, and this was day 40 or 60, and then we started going to the other bridge, and immediately I got attacked, so I started dipping. She was on here, and we immediately left. We went past the bridge, but I didn't know the controls because they were different than Bedrock and Java on the boat. So I'm like, fuck it, we're just gonna go straight, and I took some damage, and then we end up actually crashing into some angels. If y'all don't know what angels do, if you look away from them, they will break your neck. So, well, kind of they kill you immediately, but still, you know, that's definitely what they do. So we ended up just making her fall off because I wasn't doing that. So we just died immediately to the spawn point. And then we started getting attacked. Like, bad. Like, there was so many things that were just after us. And I don't know why, because it was morning and there was glowstone on top. So I thought it would be enough lit, so they could actually see instead of like anything spawned in. But there were just so many of them that I started getting overwhelmed and I sadly died to those fighters. I was able to get my loot back and nothing was there. And I had a peaceful it because sadly enough, there was too many spawns and I couldn't like get armor. Cause like I tried like 5 times and just taking actually like 20 minutes just to get my gear normally, and I ended up losing immediately. And I fought our way back to the other side. We went peaceful because we went peaceful if like someone died, because there was too much stuff, and I ended up just trying to find my way back over there, and I just kept trying to fight all the way back there because it was just ridiculous of how many mobs there were. And I just killed every spider, and then she died by an angel. And if you don't know what angels are, I fucking ran over there, bro. But I ended up actually just peacefully it because fuck that. And then the Gru came back because angels are scary. And I ended up just running because the Gru was after us. And that was scary, kind of reminded me of the warden, but sadly, we didn't get eaten. We survived. But sadly, y'all can't see, but I was able to see the Gru right there. Like, I don't know if y'all can see him, but he was there on my screen. I ended up taking all this stuff. We looted the walking thing. We found an axe. Then we found a glass sword. And after that, we started exploring the place. As I'm showing you the little welcome thing, it was really nice. And we just looked through all the chests because there wasn't a lot of loot. Because when I made it, I didn't want us to be like overpowered immediately, so there wasn't that much like god loot that like a protection for everything, you know. But none of the stuff were bad. Like, it wasn't like, oh my god, the chests were like randomized. And then we started looking through all of the place because I remember I hit a chest, but since I made them up like such a long time ago, I didn't remember exactly where I hit it. All I know was that it wasn't a crack somewhere, and I didn't remember which crack or where, but I ended up just like looking through it, and I made sure everything was like I could find it if it was behind pumpkins or watermelons or even the cracks of these, because I remember something with cracks, and I saw this one. By the torch, I ended up breaking everything to see, and I actually was right, so I'm glad I was right about that one, because I didn't know if I was right or wrong. And I just find some new chests and some sweet fruit. We went through no house, checked under the ladder. We went to check the basement to see if there's any good loot back down there. And I don't recall if I put any loot down there. There's not any good loot. I put anything down there because I'm dumb and I forgot to put anything down there. So we just went right back up. That's was just kind of a waste of time. But nonetheless, still go explore just in case, because I don't remember everything. I did everything in the world because again, it was just a long time ago when I built it, and this video was supposed to be out like before 2024, and as y'all can see, it's probably gonna be posted like maybe early January, late January, or early February, still unknown. But as y'all can see, it got posted out delayed. And I kind of just forgot where all the loot is, because it's been such a long time. And when I was making these, I was half asleep, so I wasn't really remembering anything where I left anything. Did find a bronze hammer though. Interesting. Find not the best of loot, and made sure everything. Throwing hammer. Just checking all the loot because, again, I wanted some good loot. Tested out the hammer, was about to, but then she's like, oh, I want to test out the hammer and all that, and so she did test everything and check all the chests upstairs to make sure I'm not forgetting anything because I'm very forgetful. I found the coal though, that I did take pretty short here because it was 20 coal and I almost got a half a stack, so I was able to make some decent amount of torches because I already felt like I didn't want to see Gru again because Gru was scary. Went through all the chests, found stone swords, didn't find anything else, and the basement was too dark. And I was going down to the basement myself because she said that because I wanted myself to check, and I just kept looking through down. And I slowly lined the way down because I didn't want to see Gru, and I didn't find anything. I did. Then Mori came, and we immediately wanted to find zombies because we were again surrounded by our base, and some of them didn't despawn. Her sword is making them levitate like that, which was really cool because like these tools that we're getting, Sometimes they're like randomized, or we're finding a chest, and most of the time they're actually just random loot crates that we're finding. And I ended up changing up paths because I felt like ladder would give it more protection. Then I went inside this watchtower, found the stuff. Then found the good, found some boots, but no loot on top, so we went downstairs. Check this house, finding loot. Basically, they were kind of all the same, but they all had like different like tin like weapons or food or carrots. And I actually got the carrots, same stone material, because I didn't know what would work against the zombies. Found some leather armor, I took it, switched it out, just because it wasn't giving me like an armor piece, so I was scared that it would damage me. Then I found bread, which again I did take all the bread. Took the torches, were really helpful because I needed torches really, really bad. And then we actually spent the night here because it was the closest one. And then went to the desert temple. Didn't find anything good, I believe. And everything was basically the same. Of the armor, potatoes, carrots. I don't know why I didn't take the torches there. I barely see them now, actually. And we'll go down there. And nothing was really amazing. We found this frozen pond. It was a nice little park area. Found no chest, sadly. And we keep on moving. Going to the prison section. And nothing was really there either. It was just like the prison color pink. And we found this bar. I drank aqua potion. Wasn't bad. Found this iron sword under the booth. She kept blocking me out. Went to the prison. She kept hitting me. And as we're going to the prison, I break in because I'm still able to use the door. So I just keep going. As we're going to the prison, we start to look around the prison, and I don't know why it just showed me like pictures. I went looking up, I hit her up, and they were just fighting spiders, and then I'm trying to help. But we ended up just running inside because fuck that spider, because it just turned passive, and I ended up blocking our way in just in case. I actually ended up missing by accident. I ended up closing it just in case if a zombie like tried to get in while we were trying to loot up. I don't want to catch us with our pants down. We loot in the jail. We'll look inside. Didn't find anything. No prisoners this time. I don't know if they died or if they despawned, but nothing was in there, which wasn't bad. There was also this armor stand with iron armor and some good. I saw that fucking thing, a hammer, and some platinum reaper and a spear. And this is when I was trying, or this is when she finally found out that like, oh hey, these weapons have like special abilities. So I was like, yeah, these weapons have special abilities. Like some of the weapons have like what you call it, reach or not, or nausea. And she was like, oh. So I started changing my armor because I didn't want to, because I didn't want them. Because again, if iron, leather, always gonna pick iron over leather because iron dick is more shield and it's more durable. No matter how much I love leather, because I don't know why leather always liked how it looked. So lit it up, put everything away, showed her how to do this shift, showed her all the things because she didn't know how to do it, and it's like, yeah, it does damage. They're all unique, even the one down here. As you can read it, foe further material based on the undead foe. It's like, oh, that's cool. And she's up taking all the loots in there. I'm like, yeah, all these weapons have special abilities. Break into the facility of the security, I believe. Oh, I think this was National Guard. I don't remember. And we lived looking through the place. Nothing like, oh my goodness. So we just looking through because again, I was hyped because I hid the ender eyes, but then I don't remember where, so I just ended up hiding it, and I was the one collecting it in my bag. So I just putting everything in my bag, and then we went to this weird one. We kept going. We didn't find much of anything besides the enchantment table, and we just ended up taking everything that we could find. Went to the horse one, went to the last watchtower. We found a pickaxe I didn't want. The nighttime approached, and it got dark really, really fast. And then this morning rose. We again had to do the method of the hole because there were just so many of them. Again, if we went outside, I prepared, would have surrounded us and ended up picking and killing us, taking our loot. So we couldn't let that happen. So we slowly started building a hole, and we ended up killing all of them actually. And then we ended up chesting all the loot, and this one got me strong, which gave me resistance and resistance 2, which was really good. So I ended up taking that one for myself, and then because I needed like more stuff, we tried going down to the floor to go to outside. We were surrounded by monsters already, so we ended up just fighting them out here. We actually ended up one-shotting most of them, but again, there was just special cases that would, like that one for example, the stone dude, who just kept like looking around and chased her instead of me. I kept trying to pick some off of her, but I don't know why they wanted her so much. But I just kept trying to pick them off. I slowly was able to pick some off, but they just kept chasing her for no reason. So we basically had to chase her to get the zombies. I was able to actually help them do. I used to use a lance to pick them off of her. And we opened all the stuff they dropped. I got a sword, and then that dude, I ended up using my weapon, so I'm one-shotting it, but again, they're stronger, but again, I wanted to see all the basic stuff, and I thought, if you got enough basic stuff, it would become good, but sadly, but again, they were chasing her, not me, and then again, as soon as we made any progress, and more zombies would come up, and we would need to fight it all over again, and pushing them back was getting harder and harder, and we were able to like send them flying because of our thing, and I tried to kill that zombie immediately, because I felt like he was a special grade or like a special zombie and could do more problems than good, so I had to try killing it, but she ended up getting stuck, so I wasn't able to. I would just end up more helping her try to kill these zombies instead of setting them up. But some of them were able to die from the fall damage, which was good, but most of them were not able to, so I ended up actually just fighting them. I kept trying to find like all the special grade ones because they were stronger and more HP, and we didn't know what they would do to us if they got touch of us. We didn't know if they could kill us or just like paralyze us or give a special ability, because we didn't know what these zombies could do. We actually had to retreat because I technically was scared that we were gonna one-shot it, and they ended up chasing her again. So I kept trying to pick some off of her again. And only like a couple actually chased me. And still, they all tried to, until I got her speedrunning me, and this dude was weird. I ended up just 37 damaging him, which was good. I ended up killing him, but this dude almost pushed me off the island because he kept just attacking and attacking. And I was able to land a good hit off of him until I turned around fast enough and just hit him. Got that thing. I opened it immediately because I didn't see what it was. It looked interesting to me. But I actually ate before, and then she actually was able to lose most of the zombies. I started going back around and just killing them off for her, so they couldn't bother her. I was able to one-shot this one. I was able to go through and actually help her out. And then we started opening all the things, and I gave her this one. I checked what it did: bounce resistance, fire resistance. I put it on, I think. The same thing, but less, so I just had the jump boost and fire resistance. I gave her that helmet, so she could be stronger, so we could be like a good team. And then we were just opening all the crates. We were about to craft some wool because it was nighttime already, and we only had one bed. It was for my inventory and no bed because we have a shrink. She had no shrink, so I ended up just looking at the zombies that are outside, watched them how they looked, and then we kept trying to fight them at night, which ended up taking a long time because it just kept getting spawning in. So we ended up actually spending like a good chunk of time just fighting off these zombies because of how many they were spawning, and just because they dropped some good loot crates. So we wanted some good loot for us whenever we go back outside to claim all of it, I was able to speed it up because I didn't want you guys to see how long it actually really took. So I just kept trying to grab some crates to see if everything was good, get better gear, hopefully maybe a better sword that could kill them faster or something. But sadly enough, that didn't end up happening. They kept breaking in though, those slugs, which were really annoying. And just slowly waiting for the morning to come, which it dragged to come because they would just kept spotting it, and they would pick up like the loot bags. So which wasn't bad because then if they pick it up and they drop it, that means the expiration date got longer. We just kept finding out for time to spawn in. We made sure that there was enough ore that we could handle. And we made sure that like if too much got to handle, we would just scoot back and just fight them later. Or wait for morning to come. But we were able to fight the most of them all. And I ended up just breaking my own because they kept going in the way. And I was able to fight most of the zombies. One shot most of them because again my skill did like damage. Which are really good since, you know, you just want damage and a mob is like HP's 20 unless you're like in the special grades because they're able to absorb like at least 50. They had 50 HP, which is slightly less than an Iron Golem, but nonetheless it was still a good amount of HP they had. We'd always fight them. Then if I had a zombie horse, I ended up having to killing it because it got in the way, and that's still a zombie. I would try not to kill it, but the horse might want to attack me. So I didn't want to risk it. So we just kept fighting up off the whole night. Again, there's nothing really much to say about this. We just fought for the whole night. And then the zombies started picking up all the armor that we were leaving behind. The morning started and all zombies started burning. So we just kept trying to kill all the zombies before they could like stop burning. And then these parasites kept getting annoying and I kept killing most of them. And the zombies kept picking up all the loot because we let some loot outside. As you can see that dude has the helmet on. The helmet doesn't have any special abilities on, but they kept picking it up and got annoying. And we just ended up actually, I took most of the loot bags because I wanted to open it. I found the sword, absolute garbage, like a lightsaber, and just threw it out too. And after the Thor hammer for that long, I actually just picked it back up afterwards. But again, I just wanted to see all the cool stuff that I've got from the crates, so I just opened them all to see if anything was valuable. And then more zombies spawned in as I was trying to get thing, and I actually picked up all the armor back up again, and it was basically the whole process again. They started jumping on me. I don't know where they came from. I started talking about useless stuff I didn't like. I ended up finding some speed pants. And I actually ended up getting with my girlfriend because I didn't want him. And she actually dropped me all her stuff that she'd find, and I tried most of them on. I found out some luck pants, some luck shoes, so I tried to cut them, and the one I just keep not wearing. I looked at more stuff. They find like more stuff that she found that we got from the thing weren't very good, but there was some stuff that was like really good. Like there was a good bow and arrow. I gave it to her because I really wanted. I found a good sword that leeching and levitation, so when she's levitation was sending the zombies up, I gave it to her, like, hey, this was basically what your sword is. Again, this one, I got something good, not too bad. So then up there in the corner, and I kept checking all these other armors on to see. I got super lucky pants, and I actually ended up keeping it. But then I didn't want, I ended up keeping it because I want to be lucky. Dropped all that, didn't find anything good. And then we went back outside, checked all my stuff, didn't find anything good. And actually, I just kept throwing everything away that I didn't want or didn't need. And then I just kept looking at other stuff, kept throwing stuff more in the trash pile because I didn't want any of the stuff that I picked up. means most of it was just garbage loot, and nothing was like worth keep saving. So I just kept trying to look through all the stuff. Found a burn sword fortitude. I kept it, and this little lost trade. Found a ripped one. We'll try to go down there to go fight the zombies off. Was able to do 25 damage. It killed the zombie pretty quick, and then more of them kept coming and coming, which wasn't bad, but they just kept. We were scared that they would just keep on coming, so I actually just started rushing and lighting them up, pushing back down, and actually was able to light the place up pretty good. And I was able to actually kill most of the zombies that spawned in because they weren't like the weird ones, and some kept getting trapped by the boat. So we were able to like get them stuck enough that we wouldn't be able to get out. So some of our traps were working. Accidental trap. We were able to make it through half the side of the thing, and sadly the zombie was able to break right through as we were trying to close it up. Because we were running through here fast as we could, got the stone brick, and I guess he saw it and started speed blitzing it, and as I placed it down, he was able to get through somehow and was able to fight me. I ended up killing him really fast, and for some reason, my stone block disappeared, so I actually didn't get some wood block, and somehow the wood was able to transfer to the stone. I don't